Hi class, we have the eighth lesson for functions. But today I want us to look at the inverse function. How do we find the inverse of a function? Um, the function here is labeled g, so it is read as the function g of a real variable x, meaning x is a real number. It's representing what? A real number. But this function labeled g is defined as 1 over x minus 4. But the only way 1 over x minus 4 as a function, yes, can be true is when we acknowledge that x is not equal to 4. But some students, when they see they indicate this one, the domain, yeah, they may find it difficult, yeah, because it appears to be strange to them. So you don't have anything to do with this one because it's just an acknowledgement that x must not be 4, because if x is 4, it will be 4 minus 4, which is 0. So 1 over 0 or any number over 0, it will make it what? Undefined. Yes, it will make it what? Undefined. So that doesn't matter actually. So find the inverse function g. First of all, if the function is labeled f, then this represents the inverse of this one. For example, 2 over 3. The inverse is 3 over 2. Then f is the same as f over 1. So if f is the same as f over 1, and the inverse of f over 1 is 1 over f, and 1 over f, which is the inverse of f over 1, this and this, they are the same. This and this, they are the same. F is the same as f over 1, and the inverse of f over 1 is 1 over f. So that means if this and this are the same, and the inverse of this is this, that means the inverse of f is 1 over f. And from laws of indices, this one has a power of 1. If it goes up, it becomes f raised to minus 1. So the reason we have f to the minus 1 as to what? The inverse of function f. G raised to minus 1 is the inverse of g. I hope this one is clear. All right. So find the inverse function this of the function given g, this one. Okay. So first of all, we are given function g. The function contains x, so we say g of x, which is 1 over x minus 4. We want to find the inverse, but one thing about finding the inverse of algebraic functions, we have steps here. The first thing is let f of x, if it is f of x given, or let g of x, if it is g of x given, let it be y. So we say we are not given f of x, we are given g. So we say let g of x equal to y. So if g of x is equal to this, and we have agreed that let g of x be replaced by y, so this implies instead of g of x, we use y. We say y is equal to 1 over x minus 4. The first step to find the inverse of a function, algebraic function, is that we say let the subject here, if it is g of x, let g of x y. If it is f, let f of x equal to y. So what is the next one now? The next one is interchange the variables. Interchange the variables. What do we do next? We interchange the variables. Now we have y and x, so we interchange the variable. Interchanging here means when you see x, you write y. You see y, you write x. So for this y, what do we write? We write x equal to 1 over, for this x, we write y minus 4. We give this 1. The next step will come, but let us simplify. Okay, we have this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we what interchange. What is the next thing we do? The next thing we do is to make y the subject. Make y the subject. Change of subject. Yes. I will soon get to change of subject in the series of algebra. So what is next? We want to make y the subject. As it stands now, x stands alone on one side. So we can say for this function, for this equation, x is the subject. So we want to make y the subject. Making y the subject means for it to stand one side alone, without a power, without a coefficient other than 1. So for us to do that, in a nutshell, making y the subject simply means find the value of y. Maybe that will make it sound reasonable for most students. Let us find y. Making y the subject means find y. Whatsoever that appears on the right hand side doesn't matter. Let's find y. So this x multiplies, we are cross multiplying. So if x multiplies this, we have x into y minus 4. 1 times 1 is 1. X times y, xy. X times minus 4 minus 4x, which is 1. We are making y the subject, meaning we are finding y. Look at the term where y is. No y here, no y here. So let us collect like terms. So we say xy. No y here. Let it go to the other side. We have 1. We move this one, becomes plus 4x. But we want to find y. We want to make y the subject. Making y the subject means y must stand alone on one side without a power more than 1, without a coefficient other than 1. So we divide by x, we divide by x. This goes away with this. So y is equal to 1 plus 4x over x. Are we done making y the subject? Yes. So that's the end of it. So the next final one is replace the resulting function. Replace the resulting function with, if it is g or f, so with this one. So remember, if we look at the solution here, you will see two y's here. There is y, there is y. Y, y. But this y is just equal to the given function. And after going all the steps involved in making this function the inverse, so we realize that y is now equal to this. So this y is now not equal to this. This is not the same as this one. This y is representing the original function. So having gone through the steps involved in making the inverse of a function, so we realize that this y is not this one. This is what we are given. This one is now representing the inverse of this. So we say, therefore, the inverse of function g is equal to 1 plus 4x over x. So this is the inverse of the function given here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and comment. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. See my next video.